Hello, I'm Nirvana Sparkle. This is New 26 Rainbow Power. And for episode 7, we have a Rainbow Dash centric episode. Now keep in mind, I haven't been the biggest fan of Rainbow Dash. In fact, she's my number 2 most hated pony, and one of her episodes was, well, the worst episode in the series. But back in season 3, she had a total epic by the name of Wonderbolt Academy. The episode this week, Newbie Dash, could be viewed as a follow up to this episode, but it's also a follow up in her character arc. You see, she's finally accomplished her life's goal, as told in the beginning of the series. Yep, she's finally a main Wonderbolt. And the cheers and happiness could not be more profound on her face when she gets the announcement that she's in. But quickly, those happy days are, well, pardon the pun, dashed upon her first day at the proper academy. After a bad first impression, she gets a nickname. Now, I'm a military kid, and plus, I've had nicknames Izzy, Jeremy, and of course, Nirvana Sparkle, what I use here. But military nicknames are more endearing. Very endearing, and some of them are based upon negative situations. My dad and my older sister are both Army soldiers that have served in both Vietnam and the First Iraqi War for that matter, while my nephew Joshua is also an active duty Marine. So I have plenty of military background in my family, and trust me, being part of a military group, whether it be something like the Air Force, which this is clearly showing, or any other military branch, platoons can be very close knit, and nicknames are often an easy and quick way that people in the same platoon can see and know each other. It just so happens the nickname she gets, Crash, doesn't necessarily appeal to her, due to the fact that it was a childhood tease back at flight school. You know, that flight school that we've been teased with several times over the course of the series. And even one of the old Flight Academy bullies just so happens to be in the Wonderbolt Battalion. And this is an emotional scar that Rainbow Dash just can't shake. As she goes through the multiple days after that announcement, she gets out of the line, does things that she's not supposed to do, acts a little slow, and most of all, just keeps failing at everything. Why? Because her self-confidence is shot. When her friends try to help and try to remind her that she's already part of a great team and natural Rainbow Dash form, she takes it the wrong way because of her low self-esteem and starts imitating her friends. This obviously is the best part of the episode and a powerhouse performance by Ashley Ball as she absolutely crushes imitating the other 5 in the Harmony 6. Obviously, Rainbow Dash must think Twilight wears glasses. Obviously not. But even that doesn't work. And when it comes time for the big show, she flies in She flies in perfect formation and does everything perfectly until, of course, a final trick that she sets up schemingly with a little help from Scootaloo. Of course, her her attempt at grandstanding absolutely fails with a tremendous crash, multiple jokes, and God pretty much throwing the hammer for being egotistical. Way to get your comeuppance. It's only in that moment that she finds out that all the other Wonderbolt nicknames are nicknames given because of negative moments, just like her. And that the negative moments that they got their nicknames for don't define them. And and that fitting in is important and takes time. But this episode is more about self-esteem and how old scars can sometimes run deep, as simple things as a nickname or even more dramatic moments can influence your self-esteem at a glance. And sometimes, depending on the harshness of those moments, it can wreck an otherwise unshakable confidence. See, Rainbow did a lot of the things in Newbie Dash that she wanted to do because she didn't want a nickname and a tease from a past not so great to define her future now that she's finally achieved her life's goal. But of course, she took the ribbing the wrong way and let her usual ego and self-importance drive home the wrong point to her new team and to somewhat her old one too. But it's all within understanding, especially when you're trying to fit in and you feel you belong. You'll try to do everything to make yourself stand out. But that's the thing about the military. The military isn't about standing out. It isn't about being unique. It's about being part of a greater machine, fitting in, playing a role to the greater influence of your military brethren. You are part of the Army, or the Navy, or the Marines, or in this case the Air Force. They are bigger than you. They can make you who you are, or they could break who you are. How you get along with your platoon is important, and first impressions are important, but first impressions do not define you. First impressions can often become a laughing point in the later part of life, especially if you're trying to do something you actually want to do. After all, I should know. I made a 60-second first impression. It's not the greatest thing, but it doesn't define what this channel is or who I am. I've learned through the ups and downs of trying to fit in as a YouTube creator how tough it can literally be and how stressful it can be. Some days, based on a video's response, my confidence can of course be shaken. But my confidence and self-esteem in myself cannot be crushed. I don't let one bad mistake define my entire life, no matter how many mistakes are made. Don't let a moment, especially among a new team or family, define that life. Allow yourself to grow. Allow yourself to laugh. And don't take a bad first impression so seriously. Seriously. Don't let a lack of self-confidence define you. Allow those moments of confidence that you show shine through and inspire others. As for Newbie Dash, thanks to a powerhouse performance by Ashley Ball, a great follow-up to Rainbow Dash's character arc, and a great lesson, plus some great jokes and great interactions with the main six. The Wonderbolts may have redeemed themselves as a team, and Rainbow Dash may have redeemed herself as a character, at least by my view. This is an excellent episode that shows Rainbow Dash is growing. Well, although it is going to be tough as usual, but it's still fun. That's why I give Newbie Dash, especially for the excellent animation work with the flight and some of the expressions. Trust me, the expressions are winners. A 5 out of 6. Another excellent episode by a new first-time writer. Well done. Until next week, find peace in your own nirvana. And thanks for watching the new 26 Harmony Powered. If you want to stay up week to week, 1 hour after every episode, hit the subscribe button. We have videos at least 4 times in a week, sometimes 5, with reviews on everything pony related and then some. See you next week.